How to prevent iron deficiency anemia in infants and toddlers. Iron deficiency anemia is a common nutritional problem in infants and toddlers because children have a higher iron requirement than adults. Your child's body needs iron to make hemoglobin, which carries oxygen to organs and muscles. Low iron may lead to iron deficiency anemia, a disorder that can cause fatigue, developmental delay, and behavioral problems in infants and toddlers. Prevent iron deficiency anemia by feeding your child the right foods at the right times and knowing how to recognize and treat the problem if it arises. Method 1. Creating a healthy diet. 1. Ensure the child's mother eats a diet high in iron during pregnancy. In the womb, babies get their iron supply from their mother. That means that newborns will have iron stores for their first 6 months of life if they get enough before they're born. Pregnant mothers should eat red meat and other iron-rich foods throughout pregnancy like poultry, lentils, beans, green leafy vegetables, nuts, dried fruit, eggs, and enriched grains. If you're pregnant, focus on getting enough iron by discussing your diet with your doctor. You can take supplements if they suggest it. If you will be caring for another person's child, consider having a conversation about prenatal diet with the baby's biological mother. Iron deficiency during pregnancy increases the chances that the baby will be born early or underweight. These are both risk factors for iron deficiency anemia for infants. 2. Breastfeed your baby for at least 6 months, if possible. Breast milk is a good source of iron, and will keep your child's iron stores up through their first 6 months of life. If you do not want to or cannot breastfeed, be sure to feed your baby a formula that is rich in iron for the first year while you introduce solid foods. Infants up to the age of 6 months require 0.27 milligrams of iron daily. Iron requirement increases to 11 milligrams per day for infants age 7-12 months. The recommended daily allowance of iron for toddlers age 1-3 is 7 milligrams per day. 3. Introduce solid food at age 6 months. At 6 months old, your baby starts to need more iron from their food. At this time, start to incorporate iron-fortified cereal mixed with formula or breast milk into your baby's daily diet. When they acclimate to the cereal, you can begin to feed them pureed fruits, vegetables, and meats. Waiting too long to add solid food to their diet increases their risk of iron deficiency. However, introducing solid food too soon is not recommended either. It's best to start at introducing solid food at 6 months. 4. Ensure your child has a well-rounded diet after age 1. Poor diet and malnutrition, especially after age 1-2, when your child is having huge growth spurts, can cause anemia from low iron. Children who eat little or no meat are the most at risk. Add lean red meat to their meals 3-4 times a week, if possible. Other iron-rich foods you can give your child are lentils, beans, chickpeas, green leafy vegetables, dried fruit, nuts, fish like salmon and tuna, eggs, poultry, and enriched or fortified whole grains. If you or your family are vegetarian or vegan, consider feeding your child additional foods with high iron content, especially beans and lentils. Seek advice from a dietitian to create a diet that is healthy for your child's development. You may also need help from a dietitian if your child is a picky eater, limiting variety in their diet. Don't give children younger than 5 years old whole nuts to eat, because they could choke. 5. Limit how much cow's milk children under 2 years of age drink. Cow's milk, goat's milk, and soy milk all have low iron content, and may even make it harder for your child's body to absorb iron. If milk replaces solid food in the first 2 years, your child may not get the iron they need in their diet. You don't have to avoid milk altogether, but be sure it doesn't replace more iron-rich breast milk and foods by limiting milk to less than 24 ounces, 680 grams, a day for children under 2 years old. 6. Make sure your child gets enough vitamin C. Vitamin C helps the body absorb iron. Include foods rich in vitamin C in your child's diet, such as citrus, oranges, grapefruit, etc. Tropical fruits like mango, papaya, pineapple, cantaloupe and kiwi. Watermelon, strawberries, cranberries, raspberries and blueberries. Leafy greens like spinach, cabbage, and turnip greens. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. Tomatoes, green and red pepper, potatoes, and winter squash. Foods and beverages labeled as fortified with vitamin C. Method 2. Dealing with iron deficiency. 1. Recognize signs and symptoms of iron deficiency anemia. If low iron is making your child anemic, they may lose their appetite, get frequent infections, be lethargic or weak, get out of breath easily, sweat more, look pale, act out behaviorally, grow more slowly than expected, or in severe cases have cravings to eat dirt or chalk, a disorder called pica. If your child shows anemia symptoms, contact your doctor about a possible blood test to check their iron levels. 2. Test high-risk children between 6 and 12 months of age. Children between the ages of 6 and 12 months who have an increased risk of iron deficiency should be screened for their iron level. A child may be high risk if they are breastfed past 6 months without the addition of any solid foods, or if they will not eat iron-rich foods. Certain medical conditions or medications can also put a child at risk for iron deficiency. Children from low-income families or those receiving government assistance are also considered high risk for iron deficiency. Premature and underweight babies may be screened for iron levels earlier than 6 months. High-risk children should also be checked again around age 15 and 30 months. 3. Ask your doctor about iron supplements. Children who do not get sufficient iron from their formula, breast milk, or solid food as infants and toddlers may need iron drops to supplement their nutritional intake. This may include infants who cannot tolerate iron, enriched formula, or those that will not eat iron, fortified food during the second half of the first year and later. If you are concerned about your child's nutritional needs, speak with their pediatrician to find out if supplementation is necessary for your child's healthy development. Warnings. Iron can be toxic or even fatal if your child takes too much. Never give a young child an iron supplement without first checking with your doctor. Keep supplements out of reach of children to avoid an accidental overdose.